So we're going to be cutting out the pocket for the front, but first of all, let's take out the front piece. So for the pockets now, I'm going to be using this piece, and when I open this piece just like this, forget all this part, it's a rough pattern. So I have about, when not unfold, I have about 28.5. Then I'm going to fold this into two. Fold it into two. And when I fold it into two, I have about 14.5. So I'm further going to fold it into two again, making it 4. That means I have 4 pieces here. So this is it. I'm going to be pinning it down so that it doesn't move when I am cutting. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 for the pockets, that is 2 for each side. Then I'm going to be trimming this on even edges here, just as you can see. Then after that, I'm going to have for the width about 9 inches. Then for the height, I'm going to be having 14 inches. This is the final measurement I'm going to be using for the pocket. So this is the pocket, and I'm going to be placing my front pattern on top of the pocket piece. So I'm going to place it, I'm going to align it properly, and I'm going to make sure that at the up part I have inches there, and at the side I have some inches also. And I'm going to also make sure that the length of my pocket extended down my crouch, just as you can see. So my pocket is extending down, that is the length from my crouch. I hope you can see. If you have a question, please ask. Then I'm going to be pinning this all down to keep it in place so that I can trim. And I forgot to trim out the waist drop for the front, so I'm going to go in now and cut out that 1 inches that we came down for at the front waist drop. So after cutting it, I'm going to be trimming the top part of the pocket. So I'm just going to go in like this and trim it, and I'm going to trim it well. Then I'm going to also trim the sides of the pocket to get that shape at the side of the pocket. So I'm just trying to align it well so that I can cut. So just take your time and just cut it off, just as you can see. We are following the shape, and I have gotten that. So after trimming that now, this is what I have. Then I'm going to remove my pins, and this is the pocket. So this is my pocket pieces. So now that is the top part of the pocket that is going to be at the waist. I'm going to be notching it, or you can also use your chalk to differentiate that by marking just as I am marking, so that when you're trying to place the pocket, you would not turn it upside down. And now that is the sides of my pocket. I'm also going to either notch it or do this sign to it, so that when I am placing the pocket, I'm placing it correctly. And if you notice, those are 4 pieces, 1, 2 and 3, 4. So that is it. Then I'm going to take out those 2, and I'm going to be working with the remaining 2 on the table. This is the right face of the trouser and the right face of the pocket. I'm going to be joining them like this, making sure that the part that I curved for the side is facing the side, and the top part is on the top side. Then I'm going to pin all the way. After pinning, I'm going to be coming in by 2 inches. Then I'm going to be coming down by 7.5 for the pocket opening. So I'm just going to be marking that there, 7.5. I'm going to extend it very well so that I can connect it back to the 2 inches, just like this, with my straight ruler. So after connecting that, I'm going to cut it off. After cutting it off, I'm going to be pinning them to secure it well so that I can stitch. I'm going to use 0.5 inches to stitch it all the way to the 7.5. That is where my sleeve opening stops. If you feel that your pocket length is much, you can always trim it, but I'll be using mine just as it is. But make sure that your pocket length is longer than your crouch depth. So I top stitched it, all allowances facing the pocket area. After top stitching it, then I ironed it. It's optional. If you don't want to top stitch it, you can just as well press it down, and make sure that you press it down perfectly. Open the piece. Ensure the right face of the pocket piece and the trouser piece are facing you. Then introduce the other piece on the pocket, making sure that you are placing the piece rightly. The top part we notched or mark should match. Likewise, the sides of the pocket should also match. Using 0.5 inches, I'm going to stitch all the way around the pocket, just as you can see, and after stitching, this is what it looks like. So I'm going to weave the rough edges later, and that is how to make a simple pocket for your trousers. So I'm going to be putting my phone inside, and I love how roomy my pocket is. Align it well at the side, take it to the sewing machine, stitch the side like this, and do the same for the top part also to secure it. Then give it a good iron press. I have stitched mine at the top and also at the sides. I would repeat what I did for this pocket to recreate the other side pocket of the trouser, and this is the result. It's beautiful and I love how it came out. The rough edges of this pocket will be weaved to have a clean professional finish and feel. Likewise, the rough edges of the trouser. And please, when drafting, if you're going to draft directly on your fabric, use almost a matching chalk, or you draft on a pattern paper. It's because of I'm making this pants for myself and also for the sake of this tutorial. That is why I am using a chalk that is obvious so you can see clearly. And that is it for how to fix a pocket. Please do like, turn on your post notification, and kindly subscribe. Thank you.